And with our setup, we're gonna have an interview over here
Right.
because everyone is partying in the other part of the house.
कैसा एंगल चाहिए देखो
अभी ठीक है ना, लाइट आ रही है तो कोई भी एंगल से पकड़, तेरे को पकड़।
ये रिकॉर्डिंग है
हाँ, रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन है। So thank you so much, Assam, for coming in our small interview. It's a pleasure and a privilege to have you in our little talk show. So can you please tell something about yourself? Where have you studied?
My name is Assam Tawheed and I studied.
Wait. Speak. So this is take 2. Sorry, there was some audio issue. थोड़ा तेज बोलो और थोड़ा हाँ। थोड़ा वो
मैं करीब भी आ जाता हूँ
माइक नहीं है मेरे पास अनफॉर्चुनेटली, हम थोड़े गरीब ब्लॉगर हैं तो
But I still feel like this is a Joe Rogan podcast. Huh? You're just as good as Joe Rogan, my friend.
thank you so much bro, but there is no anyway, yeah, so let's continue.
यहाँ शूटिंग चल रही है हमारी
So, my name is Assam Tawheed. I did my master from NCI.
And you studied cloud computing over
And
there,
I
right?
studied cloud computing infrastructure. Yes.
All right, and it was a 9-month course, I believe.
It was a 3-semester course. So, 2 regular semesters and the 3rd semester you got to do your thesis. In the 2nd semester you do your research project. And in your 3rd semester you implement it and make it your thesis project.
All right, but I believe in your case you haven't did your thesis.
Yes, it was optional.
All right.
Yeah, the 3rd semester is optional. So if you
So it's not mandatory to do your thesis, correct?
yeah, but you
अभी
do
चेंज
not.
हो गया
Huh?
अभी चेंज हो गया
Yeah. Okay, is it mandatory now?
या
Okay, during my time it was not mandatory. So
घुमाते रहना कैमरा।
if you do only 2 semesters and choose to
Skip
opt
the
out,
thesis, yeah.
yeah, so you get PGDM, which is diploma. You don't get your masters.
All right.
So that's what I did. Still got the job.
All right, great. And how difficult or easy for you to get a job? And yeah, please.
For me, it was easy, but it is not as easy as it looks like. Usually, a lot of my friends struggle as well, but I got lucky
Yeah.
because I was doing a side project. So that's why not a lot of people do side projects.
Okay.
So what usually happens is everybody does projects given in their college.
Right.
So everybody does that
Yeah.
because that's mandatory.
But you have to do something other than.
But you
what
have to do
everyone-
it. So if you're doing a side project, an extra personal project, you get that extra.
Edge
you
over
shine.
everyone else. Right.
Yeah. So a lot of my friends who did theses as well, we all went to the interview, but they picked me because I had a personal project, and I cannot recommend enough why you should be doing that because every company, every company.
Look for something that other
Yes.
people don't have. And what would you recommend to people who would be coming here to study in that college? Like, how can you end up any personal project?
Okay, so if you take infrastructure stream, there are 2 streams in cloud computing: infrastructure and what's the other one?
सॉफ्टवेयर एज अ सर्विस
Software as a service. Ek aur coronavirus. So there's infrastructure and software as a service. So if you take software as a service, there's a lot of coding and there's a lot of practical, projects you have to do. But in infrastructure, there's hardly any practical project given to you. So you have to go out of your way to do the extra mile. You gotta make a project of your own, whatever you're interested in.
All right.
So this is the best advice I can give you because each and every company, I spoke with the HRs as well. They said we go through like 60-70 CVs every day, but we pick in with a lot of reasons. But if there is a personal project written, I have this personal project and I used to do it on the weekends and everything.
Right.
We literally pick that CV.
From the bundle of everyone else.
Exactly.
All right.
So although I did not have enough knowledge on programming, a lot of people who came to the interview over there had a lot of knowledge on programming, problem solving skills. I did not have that, but I still had a very, very good personal project, which we.
And I have one more question.
Yeah, sure.
I believe you came here with a lot of experience. You're from Bangalore, right?
Yep.
And where have you studied your bachelor's in Bangalore?
I studied
From
my
Christ
bachelor's
University,
in
right?
no, not Christ. Christ was my ex-girlfriend. So I did my
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट
Very important.
just to
knowledge.
let you know. Okay. Okay, whatever. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you studied your engineering from Bangalore,
I
right?
did my engineering from Bangalore.
then-
I did 2 years of technical support job. Absolutely did not get count at all.
Okay.
So I was basically like a fresher.
And you got a graduate role over here.
Yeah. So for graduate roles, they don't really test your intense technical knowledge. So what happens in graduate roles is they just look at your attitude, your passion to learn, and such things.
And you also have a training phase in that company where they will teach you what all things you have to do on a daily basis.
So they just pick you up and then they literally go through very, very, very basic.
And are they very supportive initially?
Very, very, very.
And I believe it is common in most of the Irish companies that employers are really supportive, even if you do any mistakes or anything.
Yeah, so the work culture is 100 times better than in...
Because you have worked in India as well.
In India as well. So in India, you have like thousands and thousands and lakhs of engineers. So the work culture over there is not as good, and they don't even pay you enough for the amount of work you do.
Right.
But over here, the work culture is really good. Come to Ireland, guys. Don't think so much.
Yeah. And in your company, what language do you use?
So in my company, we use C#.
Okay, that's it.
Hands down, that's most widely used. And then a bit of Python and PowerShell as well.
And one final question is that I believe you have studied cloud computing, but you're not working in the same field.
Yeah.
So, and I think it is the same across your many other friends as well. They have studied cloud, but they are not directly working into cloud. So, what all different job opportunities you have after studying cloud computing?
Pretty much everything. You can apply for every job. And the mistake what a lot of people do is they have so the mistake what a lot of people do is they prepare one CV and with the same CV they apply for 50 jobs across the board.
Right.
That's not how you should be doing. The most efficient way is you create one CV for one job, so you see the requirements, what specialities they ask for, and then you design your CV as per the company.
And also change the cover letter for every role.
Change the cover letter. It barely takes like 10-15 minutes, but it's worth it.
Right.
Don't be lazy when you've spent lakhs and lakhs of money to come to Ireland.
All right. Thank you so much, Assam. And now we have one more guy with us.
Hello.
So his name is Salman Hadi. He's from Nagpur. And he came with me in Ireland.
We were friends. We were acquaintances from
and
Pune.
then we became friends.
We
and
became
then
friends.
We were enemies.
roommates.
Yeah, we
were roommates for the first year in Dublin. Should I continue sitting over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's good lighting. So, do you want to mind sharing your experience in really brief?
Yes. So I did my engineering from the same university as Amit, and just like Amit, I did not have any experience from India, and I came over here without any experience. Just did my masters with Assam. I was in the same cohort as him, masters in cloud computing, and even I chose infrastructure as a service.
All right.
So.
And how easy for you to get a job once you graduated?
Well, compared to other friends who already had at least 2 years of experience from India, I noticed that they got jobs 2 months before I did.
Okay.
So I won't say that it was difficult for me, but I would.
But you had like 4 or 5 months of struggle after.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That was kind of expected because I remember when I used to keep applying, and all of my friends already had jobs. But it was understandable because I did not have any any experience. But I got job in November, and even I got in graduate.
And one more thing, like Assam mentioned some of the programming language that he uses in his company. What all languages do you use in yours?
Okay, so for my current...
and what is your job title right now?
Okay, so I work in the customs life support team for revenue.
Okay.
So basically Irish government's tax and customs department, we handle the life support for the IT department, life support in the IT department. And I personally use Bash scripting and SQL development. I'm not into code development.
All right.
And I also don't have any experience in any proper development jobs.
And this was your first job over here
yes,
in Ireland.
Definitely.
So how did you think that all the employers were supportive when you joined them?
100%. So that's the thing with graduate. If you get a graduate program over here, they expect you to know nothing.
All right.
They hire you based on who you are as a person, your personality, if you are trainable. And they are going to teach you everything from zero once you get in.
And one more final question I have about the visa, because a lot of people are worried, will they get into critical visa or not? And with the cloud computing jobs, all of them comes under critical visa, correct?
Yes.
All right.
So so the thing is, with once you have the degree and you are applying, you'll be applying only to technical jobs.
Right.
And once you get into these technical jobs, you are automatically eligible for critical skills.
All right. And one, just before we wind up, so what all different roles are your friends working after studying cloud computing from NCI?
Only a very few number of people I know are working in proper infrastructure as a service jobs, things that we studied.
Okay. And I remember when we were roommates, you used to study Amazon Web Services certification or some other kind of certification. So if someone want to make a career in cloud computing, what all certification would you recommend to them?
Well, I personally did AWS Cloud Practitioner. That's a start. Just to get a basic understanding of all the services in AWS.
All right.
And then obviously you go to AWS Solutions Architect. That's a bigger one. It's more important. It's more difficult than Cloud Practitioner. But start with Cloud Practitioner if you have no idea about cloud.
All right. That's great. Thank you so much, Salman Hadi.
Thank you, Amit. Always happy to help you.
And these are two guys from NCI who are doing great in Ireland right now. So
Follow me on Instagram.
Don't follow me on Instagram.
jaldi se so guys, if you like this video, then please
Like, share and subscribe.
अरे एक एक करके बोलो, like,
Share and subscribe.
तुम सिर्फ like बोलो,
Like.
Share, subscribe.
It's a horrible channel. Don't do it.